Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Walk and Talk. The thumbnail will be misleading because I am recording this from my desk. And yeah, I literally recorded this video already an hour ago when I had my initial first thoughts during my walk. I sat down at the bus stop and recorded the video for you guys. But when I rewatched it and wanted to cut it a little bit, some of the intro, some of the outro where there was a blank space of a couple of seconds. Um, and yeah, the quality was just bad. Don't know what happened because there were no cars and the lighting was good at the bus stop, but somehow the audio was very bad. So I decided to re-record this because this topic is pretty interesting, honestly. And it is once again Premier League, and it is once again transfer wars between club. This episode will mainly be Tottenham versus Arsenal and still Liverpool versus Newcastle for Alexander Isak. And normally I wanted to do a roundup from the first Premier League game week, but yeah, the transfer news overshadowed everything already. And honestly, this is again one of those signs why I think the transfer window should be honestly closed before the league games start, right? Because this changes so much in the rosters with couple of games already in the books, and I don't also know how fair it is for a competition for the transfer window to be open this long. And especially when we had already a June transfer window before the Club World Cup. And yeah, no, getting into it, right? If you like this format, like and subscribe, of course. Join in the comments if you have thoughts as well. But yeah, for first topic, because this freshly broke a couple of hours ago, Arsenal is about to hijack the deal for Eberechi Eze, and he was supposed to go to Tottenham, and now Arsenal hijacked. And actually, like since I arrived home and started re-recording and all of that, we got an actual here we go. So it's pretty much done, and it is done for 60 million. Was it pounds or euros that Fabrizio said? I don't have it open right now. Sorry, because the re-record is pretty spontaneous. But yeah, they paid more money than Tottenham wanted to. And yeah, got the deal done, man. In the matter of a day, it was communicated that Kai Havertz sustained a knee injury, and we don't know how long he will be out yet. But there seems to be not a time window for now. So they basically got a replacement, right? A guy that can play um, in that half space, can play left winger if needed, because Martinelli and Trossard haven't been the greatest on the left side. Specifically Martinelli, because Trossard, when he jumped into a game, was still effective somehow, but Martinelli was lackluster, especially last season and going into the first game versus Manchester United as well. And yeah, Arsenal just extended Trossard, so this, in my opinion, may mean the end of Martinelli, right? Or is this just another case of Eze being used on the left if needed, Madueke just being the backup to Saka? But I don't believe that, right? You pay 60 million for Eze and 52 to 55, including the bonuses for Madueke as well. You don't buy those to rot on the bench, right? Like they will see a significant game time, and that leaves somebody out, in my opinion. Whether Madueke starts on the left side or Eze starts on the left side, or Eze just being for now back up to Gyökeres, because Havertz was supposed to step back a little bit now that Arsenal got Gyökeres, but I don't know. Eze is playing half space 10 for Crystal Palace, and yeah, he may battle the starting spot with Martin Odegaard, and also as a left winger. So those are the roles that would suit him the best. And honestly, on technical ability, he will be maybe Arsenal's best technical player across that front line, right? Like besides Bukayo Saka, who is of course one of the most talented wingers in world football. If you consider his dribbling, finishing skills, assisting, like he's doing everything. So Xhaka an incredible player, and now getting Eze into the mix it will be incredible for them because that was one of the needs they had. And yeah, going back to a video I recorded, was it 2 weeks ago? Where I said Arsenal are co-favorites for the Premier League title. And now you have already content creators joining streams, doing videos. Oh, now we finally overtook Liverpool as the favorites. Bro, you better put your money where your mouth is, right? I said it last time, they shouldn't hide because they spent, all right, sorry, I had the number open here. This summer, they already spent 225 million euros. So in pounds, what will that be? 195, 190. And they spent a ton of money. They spent it on positions they needed, on players they needed. They replaced finally Xhaka and Partey, got Zubimendi and Norgard, right? Gyökeres, number one striker finally. Madueke, I don't know whether he will be Xhaka's backup or start on the left, but they got him, Mosquera, a new young center back, and yeah, they're about, I don't know, to sell Kivio as well. There were reports with that as well. So he will be the next like rotational piece. He's 21 years old, so he has more than enough time to grow into that role. Kepa, a new backup goalkeeper, and man, their team is incredible, right? The balance of the team is incredible. Timber's fit, Ben White is fit. Their center backs, you saw it against Manchester United, are already in form. Um, they have a great team, and they shouldn't hide from Liverpool, right? So if now that they got Eze over the line as well, should make them co-favorites again, in my opinion. What will put Liverpool as favorites, in my opinion, is if they get Guehi and Isak. That would be something that would change the trajectory of Liverpool. Because at this pace, if they don't get Guehi or Isak, oh sorry, Guehi is in my opinion even more important. With Isak, even without Isak, they still have enough goal scoring. If Salah leaves for AFCON, they still can use, I don't know, Wirtz on the right side, switch Gakpo to the right side, play Ekitike on the left. I don't know, it's shoehorning players into positions they are not used to, but essentially the players are intelligent enough to be able to play multiple positions, and Arne Slot will be able to get something out of them. But if you get another forward, that would help you immensely, of course. But Guehi is more important because the defensive lapses haven't been great for Liverpool. Like the defense is very shaky. That's also maybe down to Gravenberch being out, but even then, like he's their only like really good defensive midfielder that can carry the ball and move it forward. He is a tall guy. He is physical. He can stick his bum out pass, and save the ball, keep it away from the opponent, and then bomb forward, right? With those forward runs he does. And yeah, man, I said all of that and went into Liverpool, even though it wasn't even the Liverpool topic yet. Yeah, no, great year for Arsenal with as a title co-favorites, in my opinion. And now their fan base is finally getting, yeah, they're getting excited, and that's what we need, right? We need to get the Arsenal fans excited and making big points and being excited and with outlandish takes and all of that. That's where the internet thrives, right? So you can slam them back down to the ground. Dude, what it means to Tottenham, bro, get your signings, man. They only got Kudus so far, the Japanese center back they got. Vuskovic from Hajduk Split. My German friends will know him. He's the brother of Mario Vuskovic, who is a defender for Hamburg that got busted for doping. and is out for now because of the suspension. But dude, they haven't done a lot, man. They brought Kudus in, of course, but they need a mirror on the other side as well, right? Like Kudus on the right, essentially, and man, like Eze on the left half space would be incredible for Thomas Frank. But now that they missed out on him, they need another offensive option. Maybe even a central striker, because I don't know whether Solanke, Tell, and Richarlison are suited for the task of scoring them the goals in the Premier League, man. Solanke battled injuries last season. Matis Tell, dude, I watched him at Bayern, and when he got playing time, he was great. I don't know what Tottenham did to his confidence, but maybe it's the history of the Tottenham, you know. But I think he can be good for them if he gets the playing time. And Richarlison is such a up and down player, like absolute roller coaster. You never know what you get with him. So I don't know whether that's the best. Brennan Johnson somehow still scores, right? Mano Solomon, I hope he gets finally fit. Like, he is a good player, and dude, and their two tens are injured, man. Madison and Kulusevski they played him as them, but technically a right winger. He's injured, dude. They have to get players back from injury. Madison will be out for half this. I don't know, until the winter time, right? Man, it's looking bleak for Tottenham. They have to get, in my opinion, a left half space 10, an actual 10, and even maybe another striker, man. But overall, I like their team. They got them Paulinho from Bayern on loan, so they have a holding midfielder. That is good because they weren't exactly sure in front of their backline as well. That will help them. And overall, Mickey van de Ven, Romero looked good so far. And Udogi, when he gets back, finally, Jet Spence looked incredible so far. They still have Pedro Porro, sorry. So, man, Tottenham will be set up okay as well, but Eze would have been incredible for them. But they need to find another profile like that. And overall, man, it's disappointing for them. But yeah, what you gonna do when Arsenal come in there, pause, and steal your lady from in front of you, man? It's the bigger fish won again, man. And I know there will be a lot of banter and all of that. I'm a grown up, so I will not participate in that. Maybe a little bit in some of our streams if you see that. We have some fun as well. But yeah, man, this is bad for Tottenham, man. They have to find their signings finally and get something over the line because there are only a week and some change left to do their transfers. And if they don't, honestly, I don't even know if they reach Europe this season. I know it's, of course, there will be an improvement from 17th place, of course. Can't be worse than that. But man, Tottenham, get your signings, and if they get the proper players, I think they can challenge, because that fifth spot, in my opinion, is up for grabs, right? Like, we have Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City, in my opinion, fighting for the Premier League title. Behind that, you have Chelsea, in my opinion. And then it will be a fight between Manchester United, Tottenham, Newcastle, and Aston Villa, right? Like, those are the teams that have the best squads. After that, maybe you can chuck in Nottingham Forest as well, which signed Douglas Luiz today. Here we go as well for that. So, yeah, that will be up for grabs. Yeah, and now, just to get that in, like, this is not actual transfer news, but just to get it out the way as well. Alexander Isak released a statement yesterday as well. I firmly believe. Oh, sorry. I'm proud to be recognized by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League team of the season for 24-25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle who has supported me along the way. I'm not at the ceremony tonight with everything going on. It didn't feel right to be there. And if you watched my other walk and talks, you saw me going into that topic as well. And maybe we will go in a minute as well. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their version of events, even though they know that doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. When promises are broken and trust is lost, then the relationship can't continue. That there, that's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself. And dude, this was a huge bomber yesterday night, and because this is the first time he came or he said something in public about the whole situation, because we only saw or got Newcastle's version of things, which was always, no, he's not for sale, he's not for sale. He never communicated to us that he wants to get sold or whatever. And now we have ISAK's side, and he is saying that, right? Now it is two parties, and you have just word versus word, so you never know the truth. In most instances, it's something in behind, and the reports are that there were promises made for him, but the person that made the promises is not working at the club anymore, so it's on the club for upholding those promises. But man, I don't know. That whole situation is messy, but what you gonna do in a situation like that? Look, Isak has 3 years on his contract left, but according to himself, he was promised to be able to play for a different team. And he played another good season. He won Newcastle silverware, and now he's here waiting for the move. And I absolutely understand him wanting to play for Liverpool. It's one of the most exciting projects in world football right now. With the players they got, rejuvenating the squad, selling for a huge amount as well, having a very good net spend, even though they spent already over 200 something million. So they're building something incredible, and he wants to be part of that, right? I get that. But on the other hand, like I said, he has a 3-year contract, and handshake deals are not law binding in front of the court of law. But man, if something like that happened and promises were made, then it's a bad look if you turn your back to those. But yeah, you're still, of course, like legally in the right, and you can demand the player to play for you. And the situation right now is that Isak is on strike, and nobody gets everything. Like, he doesn't get paid if it continues. He already missed one game, and of course, all the training sessions and preseason tour and all of that. And neither did Newcastle get a striker, which is incredible as well. They haven't got a replacement yet, even though they tried with 6 or 7 options: Joao Pedro, Liam Delap, Ekitike, who Liverpool stole from in front of them. Who else? Visa from Brentford is now reported that Tottenham wants to buy him, and God knows how the battle of the transfer market bottlers will turn out in Tottenham and Newcastle. But man, the whole situation is messy. I think it's just a case of Liverpool puts the money on the table that Newcastle wants. Newcastle wants for 150. Liverpool doesn't want to pay that much, but they just want to pay slightly more than the British transfer record they broke for Florian Wirtz. And I don't even have in front of me how much they paid for, but I think it was something like 115 million euros or something like that. Hold up, I get it up as quickly as I can. Sorry, 125 million euros. So that's in pounds. What is that? 110, something like that? 115? And yeah, they would just want to pay slightly above that to sign Alexander Isak. Newcastle, though, wants 150. I don't think they will get that much, but they'll find something in between 125 million pounds or 120 or whatever. Like I said, they will find something just above the price of Florian Wirtz, and I think that will be good for both parties. And if that is possible, that will be good for Liverpool because they get their final piece of the puzzle like up front. And then it's Mark Gahey, right? Mark Gahey has a center back option, and then they look healthy again in terms of the bodies they have. They still have Van Dijk, Konate is still there, hopefully. Depending on whether he will resign or not, will he extend the contract? Will they sell him? But I don't think that they will sell such a huge piece in the last um, week of the window. If they do, it will be, I don't know, winter transfer or just let the contract run out. I hope not, because he's very vital for them. But then even if that happens, they already brought in a Leone and from Parma, and if they get Gahey through the door as well, that would help them immensely as well. And they still have Joe Gomez there, who I know is injured a lot, but he played the first game, so he's there if he would be needed. And even Endo played some center back minutes, so they tried that as well. Yeah, they will be pretty healthy in that department as well if they get Mark Gahey through the door, and I think they will. There's a week left. They still have a good chunk of money to spend. They just sold Ben Doak for 25 million. There are still talks of them selling Kostas Tsimikas because the duo they decided on the left side will be Kerkez and Robertson. So that will bring in some money, and that's virtually the Gahey money, and the ISAK money is just what they sprinkle on top of their budget, right? Yeah. If that works out, they are the favorites, in my opinion, to fight for the Premier League as well. And damn, Newcastle, get your strikers. And what are you guys doing? Even if ISAK decides to not play, you absolutely like need players that still start. And you have right now nobody on the books. That you guys lost Callum Wilson already, and now ISAK is on strike. And if he moves or not, like he said he won't play for the club, so you have to find something, man. And find yourself a sporting director, please. Because in the last video, I was speaking glowingly of your sporting project, which is still good because you're building the infrastructure and everything. But goddamn, get yourself a proper sporting director that will get you the deals over the line, because that's what you need against those heavy hitters that steal the transfer targets from in front of you, right? But yeah, that's it. Arsenal title co-favorites as of right now, before Liverpool got Isak and Gahey. If they don't get them, for me, it's Arsenal and Liverpool, and then Man City. Yeah, Tottenham, get your signings, and if you want to finish in Europe, is my verdict on that. And Newcastle brothers, get yourselves a striker, man. You're fighting for the Champions League. The rest of your team is good, man, and you can worry about other positions in a year's time or in the winter. Like, the depth of the team overall is pretty good, in my opinion. Get yourselves two strikers, or one main striker at least for now. Like, do something, and don't let the situation just ruin your club for now. Yeah, everybody. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Comment on it, give us your opinion. If you like this idea of me of just shooting my shit on some European topics, especially Premier League, because I watch almost every single damn Premier League game, and a lot of content. So that will be mostly what these walk and talks or sit and talks are about. So join in on that. And if you're interested in even more content, join our Discord group. We have regular debates, or like for every team, for different leagues. We have channels for the top 5 leagues. It's still very Italian and Serie A heavy content and debates over there. But me especially, I like the international football debates. So if you're interested, join the Discord. The QR code is there on the screen. If you scan that, it brings you right into our Discord channel. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.